So today we're going to be doing a really straightforward, simple sort of workout. You can see the limited space I'm in here. We do have a green screen for this, but first time out, I'm going to turn this fan on. That's why we're using the video quality audio here. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking this TRX and we're going to start in with the lower body and slowly go through a systemic workout, a full body workout. Let's see how this turns out. So it's that simple. You always want to have a door that closes inward, and you want to make sure that this door is able to support you. So you see how narrow this door is? Based on where you place this, it can mean survival or certain death. So be really careful where you put that. That might be just fear-mongering. Somebody said that about me. They said the fact that I wash out sardines is fear-mongering. What do you think? So I adjusted these straps. You can see the excess here, right? So it's not fully back. And I want to be able to go into a systemic exercise here. I want it to be evenly matched, right? So that's pretty darn close. And wherever you're not matched, this does have some flow through. And there's some adjusting. So I'm just going to start in on a really simple squat. I'm leaning back. You can see how I barely have enough room here, so I'm going to give myself a little more room so that if I want to lean back a little more, I can. But I'm just trying to demonstrate how you can train in such a limited space, right? And let's do it. Let's go for like 15, right? You can do a row just to kind of work your way in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If I want to just throw a few in here just to keep it systemic, it's a nice light row. It's not even 10-15% of my body weight. But I want to go into some rows, hanging rows, right? And then you can also come in like this. You do a squat, and then you come up. Do a squat, come up even higher. You can do a squat, to a curl, squat, to a curl. So we got about 15 squats in there. Now typically, if I hadn't already just walked 5 miles, I'm gonna get a little something to drink. I might jump into a whole nother exercise. Let's get some water here. Actually, let's just crack open one of these waters. And I'm feeling it today. So if you want to do more of a systemic type exercise, you could go from that 20 reps, bar dips, pull-ups, something that's going to create the systemic blood flow. So I'm deep into ketosis. I'm definitely feeling it today. I would be timing. It's got to be over 30 seconds. So I'm shooting for about 1.5 minutes. Good recovery. Remember, we're still coming out of the workout right now. About 2 to 3 hours of straight walking. Do a little stretch. Hip flexor quad stretch, right? Kind of lean back a little. All right, let's go in there and get this next set. So I'm doing my sets in a very sort of unilateral fashion. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll do these single leg squats, but I'm just doing the dual leg. And let's go, let's get it. Let's get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can feel myself brushing against that. 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Oh, it's burning. 13, 14, 15. I trained my legs 3 or 4 times last week, so I'm really feeling this. And then I think I'll take you into a hamstring curl. I'm not going to push it that time. I'm going to keep it right at 15. I'm beginning with you. We did all this last week, but we trained 5-6 days last week. We're going to do it again. I'm definitely feeling it more today. Like I said, typically, I might do a set of squats and then do chest presses hanging from here. You can do a row where you're doing a supine row hanging, looking up. You can also do shoulder presses, where I kind of move this out of the way, put that into the single handle mode. I put one foot in the straps, my hands are closer to the door. I start to walk back until I'm in an inverted position, and then I do shoulder presses, like right over my head. I can get in and do upper chest that way. The TRX is a great tool. That's something else after doing that 5-mile walk though. Yeah. All right, I feel a little better to hop right in there. That initial set was something else. You want to get past that lactic acid stage. So, like I said, I came out of 5-mile walk, so I'm feeling it. All right, let's do it. Let's not hit that mattress there. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, that's good for me. If you ever start feeling lightheaded, you're good. Like I said, we were shooting 12 to 15, so we did 20 on the first set, 15 on the second, 12 on the third. I'm good for a little rest. So what that's targeting is the quads. But obviously, when you get that systemic blood flow going into it, you're incorporating this full body blood flow. And you can get kind of woozy. I did. It might be a little hot in here too. You can't feel the temperature from there, but it gets cooking. It's a cooking day today. All right. I think that we will work toward a hamstring curl. And so we're going to show you that position here. And we'll show you the setup. So we're not moving the TRX at all. It's going to stay in this position. You want to have like a mat. You don't have to have one this thick. You're just going to place it down. And for me, I'm going to give myself a little extra room there. Place it right against as close to the door as we can. I might want to move these up just a little bit. Those are pretty far back, actually. Yeah. And so we're gonna get in the supinated position. You can't see it from there, but your shoes will be able to the back of your shoes will be able to hang off there, right? And if you're going into so you got your supinated position. If you're going into prone position, you would lean back, take those and put your foot in the bottom part here, right? And then you flip around, right? So I'll be showing you those exercises next. Like if I wanted to flip around, I'm in that position to be able to just flip around and do an exercise like that, right? You can go into a push-up, boom. So you follow, right? That's a good one. I don't wanna wear myself out. Got 0 carbs in my system. We're going on 19 days of, you can also do this by leaning back. This is easier, you know? You have to apply a little pressure, a little weight, and then you wanna even those out, right? So by being close to the wall and then pushing yourself back. Right, so even those out, thrust the hips, curl, back out, down, thrust, curl, 2, 3, head up, hands to the side, 4, 5, you can keep them up. I like to do the lower back, you know, that's 10, let's get 15. And then back down. And those are much more what we call time under tension. There's constant tension, so it's not so much the weight that you're dealing with there, but it's that constant tension that you're working with. We'll scoot that back a little, give you a little more space to see that next one. Got a phone call right now, but we are not going to get it. We'll get about 30 more seconds. Get a little water. So I can feel the core. Just by going through that thrust, there's a nice balance. It's almost like doing a plank. You can get a little stretch in there, right? Stretch out the hamstring. Breathe. You could also use the book on stretch, which I highly recommend, David's book on stretch. And I could be sitting here and going to a PNF, self-PNF stretch. So getting in that position, I just want to make sure I'm breathing a little bit. A little shortness on breath today. Kind of weird. Maybe too much walking. I could be overtraining or under eating or many things. All right, let's do another set. So keeping them short, but we're not exactly timing them, so I'm going to lean back. And I'm even going to scoot back a little bit. Right? So if I'm scooted back, the second I go into that exercise, I'm in tension, right? So let's do this. Let's get another 15. We're just gonna go straight through and do all 15. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come out and hold it for a second, right? And then back down. Yeah, that lower back's really working. This is definitely not a show-off workout. I'm feeling it. So we got 5 sets in. You wanna keep your workouts short and sweet, especially for what I'm going through right now, which is maximum fat loss. So you want to be sure, like I did, to take in your electrolytes. I have a supplement coming in a couple days, trimethylglycine. I think it's really going to help me. I need something. We'll rest up. I don't know how long that is, but we'll give it about 30 more seconds. So from here, I could go back to do some quads. My legs are pretty shot from all the walking. I walk a minimum of, I would say 6 to 7 miles, but it's probably a lot closer to 10 or more. I'll walk 6 to 8 hours a day. And sometimes that really takes from your ability to do more anaerobic resistance type training. So it's a really good mix up. So you can see it gets you there. Okay. And then I want to decide, do I want to go do some calves after this? I could easily go into do some donkey calf raises or just single calf raises. My calves are pretty well hit though from all the walking. So I think I'm all right on that. And my calves are the leanest fittest part of my body really from a muscular sense. I don't have any absence of exercise on the calves. If anything, that's the only thing that gets exercise sometimes. Right? When we're just sort of walking without meaning. All right, let's do the first 5 with the thrust, maybe even more. Do about half the set, 50-50, right? So gotta have my head supported. You can't see it, but my head is hanging off this. I should have the mat a little further back, in fact. Now let's move that back. Okay, yeah, there we go. Thrust, 1, down. Okay, thrust, 2, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll go through 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's all I can get, man. I'm teetering out. I think I got 13 on the squats for the last set and got 12 there. But those hip thrusts up for me right now are really tough. I'm gonna walk around a little bit, and you can come with me. That's how easy it is to hit the lower body. And when I have a little more energy, that is glycogen, I'll do single legs. I was doing them last week. But available energy really makes the biggest difference. So when I'm feeling fatigued like this, I want to keep moving. I want to keep burning fat, right? So what's the best thing to do? Walk. Walk, walk, walk. Yeah, I'm really hot in here. It's extremely hot. And a lot of times since I know I'm in gluconeogenesis right now, I had barely any fat today. And I think that's why that I'm so winded, because 6 sets is usually not an issue for me. So hopefully we're just burning fat right now. Whew, that's something else. But this is it. I'm gonna show you on a practical scale what I'm going through, what I'm doing. Bad or good, ugly or pretty. This isn't one of those days where I'll be flexing in the mirror, that's for damn sure. Whew. So we got a bag of sardines and tuna. And I'll probably end up hard boiling some eggs because I have cold water in here, in the freezer, right there for those hard boiled eggs. Because that's how you are able to crack those eggshells and peel it off so much easier, almost effortlessly, so they don't stick. I'm gonna do 8 minutes for those eggs today. So let's get a full recovery before we think about what we're doing here. But I'm definitely working my calves right now. Like, my legs are actually gone, so my calves are having to take over. No glycogen in the system. Like I say, I'm on either 19 or 20. I think in all honesty, it's probably 19, day 19. And then prior to that, I did 10, 11 days. And I ate junk food for 4 or 5 days. That is, I had 2 packs of Oreos, and I'll admittedly tell you I went through those. And every ounce of fat just packed on, even though I was for 24 hours. Pretty much around 18 hours, 17 hours maybe, I was observing no carbs. But it stacked up against me. You really don't want to rebound like that. And that's what I'm trying to keep myself from doing this time around. But I'm definitely feeling it. I'm not even relying on ketosis right now. This is all GNG. Be careful what you wish for. All right. So I'm feeling like 12 is probably a better rep range. What do I want to do? I think I'd be done if I did rollouts, where I roll out for the core and then go into some chest presses for the second tier of this training session. Again, I'm shooting for 12 sets. And on the TRX, especially when you're glycogen, 100% glycogen depleted, on closing out my 3rd week, and I wasn't even fully loaded prior to that. It was junk food. I did have a couple days where I did, and I was training at the same time I was walking. So I didn't stop walking and I didn't stop working out. And just, this felt easy last week for 3 straight sessions. So I know that it's the available fuel or unavailable fuel, 100%. All right, let's do this. So this is going to be, we're going to go into some rows, even though it's the tougher exercise of the two. We're going to go into some rows. Just trying to think where I can put this thing. All right, so what I got going is I'm going to pick this up. I don't even need to move that. I just open the door up, right? Take that off. Close that door up, and then we're going to throw that around the top, just like that, if you can see it. And these pull-up bars and bar dips are really nice because you can go away from the TRX and just do body weight type movement. All right, so let's see how we have that set up. All right, so I do want it to be down that far because I'm going to need to show you this exercise. All right, which is, we got these hanging. Can keep the knees bent. And we're going to do a row. We can also bring the feet out. It makes it a lot harder. 2, 3, 4. I think I'm stopping at 10. That was like really challenging. And man, I am feeling every bit of it. Let's move this. Ooh, yeah, I'm feeling cooked. I probably won't use this footage, but this is like the worst possible day and way. So I always feel when I'm doing these exercises, these rows, like I need more stretch, right? So I can get a full articulation. So that's what we were doing, bringing that up a little bit higher. Now, typically I wouldn't even be resting right now. I would be going in and doing a chest press facing down. That's what I was doing all last week. And that helped me deplete every bit of glycogen. And it's gone now. Man, this is a hard day. I'm so glycogen depleted, it's insane. Running flat, no shirts with white fat dripping on a skinny body today. So my goal has shifted a lot with the absence of glycogen. But I'm going to say that even like 8 reps might be my mid point, and then I might boost it up where I'm doing kind of, that's another way that you can do a pyramid style training regimen, where you do a hard set, an easier set, then another hard set. Or you can do it just the opposite. That 12 was extremely challenging, I'll tell you that. Or 10, felt like 12. And that's full body weight, like my feet were all the way out. But I'll also do, which I'm not claiming I'm going to do this time, but I'll also do a single leg, right? So let me scoot this back and give you a little better angle on that, I think. We got a better angle on that, yeah. Okay, yeah, almost too good. So yeah, we got those. Be real careful getting in and out of this position, right? All right, back into the rows. Gonna shoot for 8 to 10, right? 2, 3, 4. It's important that you don't just like bounce up from the bottom because you can really hurt your biceps and tear a tendon. So we got 10. It's better than I thought. Gonna rest up. We're gonna shoot for an equal number of reps. It's a tough one today. Pretty pathetic, but if you can see, my glycogen balance is like 0. And I hit that wall. I hit that place where it's at 0. Feels good though. We're more than halfway through the workout. We got 8 sets. This will be our 9th. And then we're gonna do the rollouts to hit your core. Hip flexors, transverse abdominis, everything's involved. I'm gonna have to pull back on those too. And chest and triceps and shoulders. It's self-stabilization. Knowing my body, I'll rest a little more. It's a big shift between the lower and upper. Yeah. And let's get a little different angle going on here. What do you think? Right. A little different angle. 8 to 10. No excuses. Riding along with me here. All right. Where's that? All right, 8 to 10. Ooh, 8 to 10. We've been doing all those without a bend in the knee. So we're going to do the last one like that too. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's spin the knees. Oh, I would have done 12, but we got 10. Hey, you see the effort, right? A for effort, that's for sure. All right, change the angle up a little. So you'll see that these now, from this pull-up bar, need to be taken down with a simple adjustment here. Take them down to their bottom. If the bottom's too hard, then you'll know it. I'm gonna readjust that camera even again because I'm gonna adjust this. All right, let's try this position. Let's try looking at it from about right there. Oh yeah, that's about right. So this isn't gonna look very difficult, just like those others don't. But really, what you're missing is the fact that when I pull back, I'm right here. I actually need to bring this back a little. When I'm up in this top position and then rolling back out, abs, core, balancing. And I may even show off one or two, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that today. I don't think there's gonna be any showing off at all. I think it'd be better from right here. Yeah. That'll be unflattering and ugly. Oh yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm feeling it everywhere. And that already looks too deep for me to deal with, so I'm bringing these up equally. Just a little bit. Yeah, let's keep them equal. Right? So they're down in this position. Right? Because once I push down, it's gonna go down a few inches as well, just from the pressure. All right, what are we looking at here? Another 8 to 12. Oh, this will be challenging. I'm not gonna lie. This will be challenging. I gotta catch my breath first. So typically, if I wasn't talking to y'all, I would be walking back and forth and pacing. I really don't need that right now. Like, I'm in a very aerobic state of mind, my physiology, and heading right to the lactic acid. And this is what forces ketosis, but there's no fat in my system, so I'm going into gluconeogenesis. This is why you burn so much fat when you're in gluconeogenesis, because your body has to fight like this. That's why I'm breathing. Trust me, folks, I'm not that out of shape. I'm not even out of shape. I've walked an average of 10 miles a day probably for the last 2 months. So the hard breathing you hear, that's diet. That's a lack of glycogen. You can see how flat I am too. All right, we ready for this? Let's go get it. Let's do this. Let's go 8 to 10. Oh, wow. Wow, my core is really hit. Yeah, if I could do 3 sets of 10, I would be so ecstatic. And I'm not going to do anything fancy in this. Last week, I was going one leg at a time, right, doing flies. This time, that ain't going to happen. It's going to be 8 to 12, just like we were targeting before. And we exceeded, but let's see if that happens here. 8 to 12. Let's do it. Finish the workout up to 12. And this one's really tough because you're getting core and chest and triceps and shoulders. Everything's in there. All right, let's roll out. Let's see if we can at least do the roll out. So you see I'm way back here. Start pushing down. I roll out. 1. Oh, that's hard. If you pivot your feet in. 2. Roll back up. That's all core. 3. 4. Scoot the feet back. Make it harder. 5. Halfway home. 6. Go on my tippy toes. 7. 8. 9. 10. 1. Yeah, there's a bonus. I threw that in. Extra 3 reps. Oh yeah, I feel that core. You can laugh all you want, but that core is screaming. And this time, I do need to get away from that. I do need to walk and just get my bearings back. Yeah, road beast. Oh my God. So that's 10 sets. And I want to say, okay, 10 sets at a time. Before I think about it, I'm recovering. Not even gonna put any thought into it. Recovery time. Go back to an aerobic. Disperse that lactic acid. Walk nice and slow. Just ease back in. If you weren't with me, I'd be done. But as a result, I'm not going back in, and I urge people to listen. Is your rate of perceived exertion can change day to day, especially when you're dieting heavy like I am. All I've had is tuna, sardines, and and beef liver, and supplements. And then I did have some heavy cream with coffee, but not enough to make much of a difference. No oil. My body feels it. I'll be doing a scoop of protein powder right after this, and that'll send me further into GNG, Gluconeogenesis. And then if I'm really out of it, and my recovery is just anxiety ridden where I can't catch my breath and I'm just feeling insane in the membrane, I'll have to add on some fat. I would probably do a quick tablespoon of olive oil. I'm trying to get a fly out of here. I think it left. All right, a little more recovery. That's hardcore, folks. That's hardcore, literally core. And I was doing the leg swings last week and TRX crunches and really isolating it. Mixed in with TRX, like literal crunches where you're face down and kicking towards you. The old school TRX crunches and then actual sit-ups. Yeah, we hit the core hard last week. I think I'm gonna try doing them separate this time because the thing that's keeping me back is my core, or I'll just man up and do it. All right, let's try it. Let us do it. Let's see how it works out. All right, are we ready? Everything's telling me leave. Let's just ease in. Let's let that zone kick in, right? All right, let's start a little closer and then work our way back. Or just maybe even keep our feet planted in the same spot and try to get through it. Let's shoot for 10. Fuck it, let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more. Yeah, we weren't as overtly disciplined on that. Lactic acid. Yep, that's good. That's what we're shooting for. That's what we want. Whew. Yeah. I gotta sit down. My vagus nerve is fighting back. I don't want to puke. Whew. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'll tell you folks, you can feel that. There's a road beast, right? The hard way nobody wants to admit. And that is the focus on GNG. Gluconeogenesis right there. Focus on GNG.